Whenever I see anything about the Cold War, my mind automatically goes straight to this.
In the 80s there was Cold War drama. We fought the commies inside Nicaragua.
Just me then? Yeah, I thought so. Hello guys, my name's Frankie and welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the awesome comments on my videos. It means a lot. So today I wanted to talk about some of my initial thoughts and feelings on the new game. There are going to be some opinions in this video that you might agree with and some you might disagree with. It's all a matter of opinion, so I'd urge you to play the game and make up your own mind on whether you like it or not. So initially, the gameplay took a bit of getting used to. The gunplay and the TTK is different to what I'd been used to in Modern Warfare, but that doesn't necessarily make it a bad thing. It's just different and something I've got to get used to. I think the beta looks quite promising and I'll explain why. So once I got to grips with the gunplay and the TTK being longer, I found that I was able to duck for cover or return fire without dying straight away. A stark contrast to what I'd been used to with Modern Warfare, where I'd get shot at and die instantly with no time to get out of the way of fire or even return fire. So that was a welcome change and something that I hope stays around for the full game. Animations and movement around the maps aren't as good as Modern Warfare in my opinion, especially the grenade throwing. If I had a pound for the amount of times I was killed because I pressed the button to throw the grenade into a room and I was stuck in that animation for a few seconds, I would be a rich man. Speaking of grenades, I don't know why players have been given 2 grenades, especially on modes like Hardpoint. The grenade spam is strong in these modes, making it near impossible to take over a point and remain alive long enough to cap the flag. If it's not a grenade, it's a kill streak. Sorry, I mean a score streak. And slow melee animations, especially since there's no takedown option, makes me not want to perform melee kills, so that's a little bit disappointing. But in the grand scheme of things, I can live with these things in the beta because I know they will be getting feedback about it and they'll probably change it. In terms of the guns, snipers are definitely the heavy hitters, but I don't know what I'd expect when I'm playing against players who've spent the last few years playing Call of Duty games and can flick shot straight to my head. I guess I just need to get good. Most other guns, like the MP5 and the AK-74U, melt people up close, and the damage range seems to have a steep drop off, so you can expect to empty an entire clip at a person to kill them off at range, especially if your aim was slightly off and you miss a few shots, so you'll find yourself emptying an entire mag on one person and then reload to finish them off. If that person has a sniper though and can react quick enough, you're probably dead. So I managed to play a few of the maps, and while I quite enjoyed Miami and Cartel, I wasn't wowed by them. Cartel was the most enjoyable in my opinion, but Satellite is by far the least fun to play in my opinion. The map is basically Camper's Paradise, where you're either getting sniped from distance, or you run into random players that you weren't able to see and get mowed down with a shotgun. Having said that, the nameplates above people's heads, this game at times feels very much like you're constantly shooting name tags because you can't see the actual player. And that's very much evident in the Satellite map, where there's so much visuals going on and movement on the map itself, it's difficult to see people. As for the Alpine map in Fireteam Dirty Bomb mode, where you've got to collect bits of uranium and deposit them into the dirty bombs, which are static locations around the map, I actually quite enjoyed this mode despite the very long spawn times. Once you've got enough uranium planted into the bomb, you can detonate it and receive a hell of a load of points, and whichever team has the highest score at the end wins the game. I think the developers will tinker with this mode before release, but as it stands now, I had a lot of fun out there, and I think this will be a popular mode upon release. This mode is basically a mashup of Plunder and Ground War, and I liked it. I think this mode is the developers showing us what Warzone will look like when they get their hands on it. There is some work they need to do with it, so we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Anyway, that was my thoughts and feelings on the beta this weekend. Let me know in the comments if you managed to get some game time on, and if you did, tell me how you felt about it. So if you liked this video, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers!
In the 80s there was Cold War drama. We We fought the commies inside Nicaragua. Our friends were the Contras. Freedom was their mantra, so we sent them lots of money for guns.